What the hell did I just watch? This is just sad at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure every single one of us was looking for a Clippers meltdown at some point in these playoffs, but not this early. Like, to lose in the regular season so you duck the Lakers until the conference finals, thus to catch another fade with Luka Doncic and then go down 2-0 like this, it's just mind-boggling. Losing game one, sure, you can say they're unprepared. It was a feel-out game. They're coming back next game with a better understanding of Dallas's offense and more energy. But then to come out game two with Kawhi dropping 30 in the first half and play like this is insane. And looking at their offense, you would think that this was a blowout. 53% from the field, 39% from three, 18 of 20 from the free throw line, with Kawhi dropping 41 and Paul George dropping 28, and you get 15 off the bench from Reggie Jackson. You'd think this was a walk in the park and Dallas finally got hit with some normalcy. But no. Look at Dallas's stats right now. You have Kristaps Porzingis 20, going 8 for 12 from the field and 3 or 4 from 3. Luka Doncic having 39. Tim Hardaway Jr. with 28. Maxi Kleber with 13. This is just all bad. Like, their defense was this bad. It got to the point where Luka was hunting out Patrick Beverley in pick and rolls just to have him on him. And the first team all defense guy got baked every single time. And on a night where Dallas goes 13 for 24 from the free throw line, 54%, the Clippers still found a way to lose. On a night where Dallas had 19 turnovers, they still found a way to lose. And don't let Paul George's numbers fool you. He was absolutely trash this game. Going 12 for 22 be damned. The defense was absolutely trash. A lot of those points were just empty, didn't come in any type of flow in the game. Down the stretch of the game, he was nowhere to be found. This was just all bad. Like, the numbers will make you think it's not a pandemic P game, but it felt like it was. It felt like those numbers didn't even actually happen. The most useless, quiet, and forgetful 28 I've ever seen, and that shows in his plus minus. And I know plus minus is a weird stat to go off of, considering that there's a lot of circumstance that comes with this. But in one game where you have the lowest plus minus of everybody on the court, should tell you, when you're the team superstar, should tell you why you lost this game. Their defense is absolutely trash. And while I do believe it's on the Clippers for losing this game, let's not take any credit away from Dallas. They came out ready to play in both of these games. The Clippers ducked 2 games at the end of the regular season just so they get the 4th seed to get with Dallas. Matched up with Dallas in the playoffs, and it looked like Dallas took that very personally and came out these 2 games and punched them in the mouth, especially Luka Doncic. Since now that he has 2 good ankles, he's baking every single person on this court, going 16 for 29 and 5 for 13 from 3, and down the stretch, he was where you wanted him every single time, making the right play, maybe a turnover here and there, but he was great. Kristaps Porzingis did a great job protecting the rim and being a great defender. And even though the Clippers did score 121 points on a night where Kawhi scores 41 and Paul George scores 28, you'd expect that, but for them to be able to keep up with that on offense is also incredible. Bad defense aside, you still have to make the shots, and they did. And another big ups to Tim Hardaway Jr., who's a free agent this summer and is playing for a huge contract. 28 points, 9 of 14 shooting, and 6 for 8 from 3, and hit that clutch one to put the Clippers away at the end of the game. Like, it's just really surprising me that they ducked the fade with the Lakers in the first round to get your fade with Dallas, and they're getting beat when this should have been maybe a 6-game series versus Dallas, and then another 6-game series with Utah to meet the Lakers in the conference finals. Now it looks like they're not even going to make it there in the first place. And should the Clippers get outed in the first round, this may look like another easy trip to the finals for the... You know what? I'm not even going to say that, because these playoffs have been crazy lately, and I don't want to make any assumptions because any of these series can go any other way. I'm still not out of it with my Heat against Dallas. The Clippers could still come back in the series. Who knows? The Suns are playing their hardest to keep up with the Lakers right now, and they did a pretty good job. They just kind of lost it at the end of the game, but you can't really blame them. LeBron teams very rarely lose must-win games. If it's any time before the NBA Finals, it's the game that can greatly shift the energy in a series. You can definitely count on a LeBron team to probably pull it out. But it was another great night of playoff basketball. And I think Kawhi has a player option next year, so he can very much leave the Clippers. And I really want him to just get out of there and send that franchise to Seattle, because the SoCal area does not need another team. And at this point, I feel like if they stay in the arena, they're going to be cursed forever to never win anything, because there's no way this should be happening. Last year, to wet the bed they did against Denver, and then to do this in the first round, it can't just be that they're this bad. There has to be some paranormal activity going on here. But yeah, Kawhi's time in LA may come to an abrupt end very fast. Paul George is not playing up to the standard of the superstar that he should be playing at. Tim Hardaway Jr. is playing like he wants that super max. Luka OWNS is playing like the star he is at 22 years old. He may be the face of the league soon. And Kristaps, another great showing, finally healthy and can contribute to a playoff team. But let's see how this next game goes. If the Clippers go down 0-3, I don't know what I may do. I'm not gonna make another video. But I will be ranting about these guys on Twitter. So go follow me there. And lastly, don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the best way to help the channel grow. And let me know if you enjoy videos like this. But with that being said, this is boy FLB. That's my time, and I'm out.